Appraisal contingency and appraisal waiver. What do they mean to you as a buyer and to you as a seller? That is what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Hi, I'm Melissa DeSantis, a realtor in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about anything and everything related to living in Monmouth County, New Jersey. So if you are considering moving to the area, or if you already live here, please make sure you tap the bell and hit the subscribe button so you're notified each time I post new video content. Today, I am going to discuss the concept of appraisal contingency and appraisal waiver. Understanding this is crucial for both buyers and sellers. So let's get started. Now, let's talk about waiving the appraisal contingency. When a buyer waives the contingency, it means they are willing to purchase the home regardless of the appraisal outcome. So now, why would a buyer do this? The biggest reason buyers do this is to make their offer more attractive and competitive to the seller because it removes the potential for renegotiation or the deal falling apart based on the appraisal. This has become quite common for buyers to do this over the past several years with multi-offer situations and the competitiveness in the real estate market. However, it's essential that both the buyers and sellers understand exactly what this means. Sometimes sellers mistakenly think that if a buyer is waiving the appraisal contingency, the buyer's bank or mortgage lender won't perform an actual appraisal on their home. This is not the case. If the buyer is applying for a mortgage, their lender will still have an appraiser go out to the home, evaluate it, and provide an appraisal report. However, what it does mean to the seller is that if the value comes in lower than the contract price, the buyers are still legally obligated to move forward at the agreed upon price, regardless of the appraisal value. Let me give you an example. The sellers accept an offer on a home for $1 million, and the buyers agree to waive the appraisal. The appraiser goes out to the home and performs an appraisal, and when the report comes in, the appraisal value is determined to be $900,000, not $1 million. So now, along with the 20% or whatever amount the buyers are putting down to purchase the home, they will also need to come up with an additional $100,000 to make up for the gap in the appraisal. Now, as sellers, when accepting an offer with an appraisal waiver, you should ensure that your real estate agent obtains proof of funds from the buyers prior to accepting their offer. You want to confirm that the buyers do in fact have the ability to make up the appraisal gap should the value come in lower than anticipated. As a buyer, it's important to understand the risks involved when presenting an offer with an appraisal waiver. If the appraisal comes in lower than the purchase price and you've waived the appraisal contingency, you'll be obligated to make up the difference and bring it to the closing table, along with the remaining deposits and fees due at the time of closing. In summary, waiving the appraisal contingency can make your offer more competitive, but it comes with financial risks, and it's really a decision to be made carefully and ideally with guidance from your real estate agent and mortgage broker. Now, let's talk about appraisal contingencies. An appraisal contingency is a standard clause in a real estate contract that protects the buyer. It states that if the home doesn't appraise for the agreed upon purchase price, the buyer has options, meaning that under this contingency, the buyer can either renegotiate the price with the seller, or if they can't agree, they walk away from the transaction with their deposit money intact. So, why do buyers include appraisal contingencies? The reason buyers typically include this contingency is to ensure they're not overpaying for a property. It's a safeguard against paying more than the fair market value, and it also provides peace of mind, especially in a competitive market where prices may be inflated. I hope this video has clarified appraisal contingency and appraisal waiver. I'm Melissa DeSantis. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real estate insights.